Check it out. One of the many things that makes these forges so cool. We got 3 of them stacked in there. We're gonna keep 3 stations in this little video trailer.
So we got a head start on our little trip here to 4th of July. We will stop off and do this thing for the night. Here's all my little campers. Smells like bugs in a rug here. Happy little bear burritos.
You dadgummit!
Contact my Tong. I'm gonna hit one thing, then I'm gonna hit. That is clear. My hope is that every side will have the same feel. Change your size, it's really easy to change the position of the rivet forge. That's a really quick and easy way of being able to do that. My head in comparison to my rivet hole. So my rivet hole is always in the center of my box. Right. Again, if I gotta do a lot of drawing real quick, you can see how about half the face of my hammer's on the edge of that anvil. And I'm using a soft edge of that anvil. The way that works, someone smarter than me can tell me how many pounds of force the hammer creates, right? It's mass times velocity, all of that fun stuff. Well, let's say that we have 2 square inches. Corner. Here to get right now. There we go. So you see how I'm working, and you can see by doing that, look how it brought us right into center. If I started here and come around, inevitably you'll always walk it around and end up with a spiral. I'm going to run that down just a fraction more before we cut it. Now, the same thing is, I'll cut the center. So I'll cut it at 180 degrees. I'll cut one side, flip it over 180 degrees, then I'll give it a 90 degree turn, and then a 180 degree turn. That'll create a square in the bottom of my cut, then I'll give it a 45 degree turn, 180, 90, 180. And that'll get us cutting right in the center. 1, lighter, then a 90, then a 45. So if you look at the bottom of that hole, we created a square. Now we'll attack the corners of that square. So I went from 45, lighter. And now you can see I've got that cut right into center. Cutting that into center and making sure that your rivet itself is straight are two really important parts of it. Now again, like I was talking about earlier, when you're coming around, when we start knocking this rivet in, we're going to have a lot of mass sticking up. And inevitably, it's going to want to walk one way or another. So I'll walk around it. So you can see it's starting to kind of come that way. So you can see now I walked around here, and that started pulling back into center for me. I'm hitting with the flat side of my hammer. So if you look at this rivet, can you see how the tops didn't mushroom out? The center's swollen out, right? The tops didn't do this, the center of it actually did this, okay? If it went well, it comes right into the center of your deal. And that, you only get that from walking around it, so you just have to pay attention. As you start hitting that, it's inevitably going to twist, right? It's inevitably going to try to do this. So that it's with striking or anything, it always comes to you. So just walk around it, and it'll come in. You stuck this thing in yet?
Use your hair, man. Jim Ford told me himself that one should make shoes on its own. Now, is there a specific amount you're pumping it, or you're just putting meat?
What size palm are you trying to make? That's an important thing, right?
Okay.
So the larger the palm, the larger you have to have your boss to be in the center.
So we'll just go with something like 3/8.
Quarter of the easiest to start with, making that
Quarter? Okay.
Yeah. So just whatever we put in is better. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So now you can see. This is going to be about where our boss is. See how we got about 7/8 inch width? I don't mind if we start getting back in. It's not a bad idea to put a mark on. Alright, when I bump, I don't mind if it gets a little bit wide, because I'm going to come in and pick it up for just a second. So I know we're bumping the thickness, I just want to keep it straight. So once I get it to here, I'm going to lift up, start at my end, work back, drop my hand. Watch that ripple of steel. Go in, and I'm going to flatten the tip. Again, I'm trying to fill in that base. And I'm going to bump it, and I'm not going to get under. There we go. So now, you see we maintain that width where our boss is out, and then now
We're just picking it up.
yeah, and you can see we're probably thinking that up to what, 5/8?
Right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go at about a 45-degree angle,
Set it the other
and I'm gonna pull in. I'm pulling that in, that pulls it tight against that corner. Now, when you're building out a 3/8 quarter, you're not gonna do that whole build the star up for thickness. You just don't have it there. So, you got to remember what we're building, that. Okay? So, right now we have that. So, if we just bones right here like this, what angle would we have on that jaw? Right? So, what we've done is the exact same thing. So, we're not having to, if you don't do that, what you end up having to do is come in here and knock that back in together. You're trying to get that pushed back over. So by getting that thickness in that boss, we're trying to fill in this area here. Back here. Yeah, it's right here. Now, we've got this going on. Now all we have to do is shove this down and bend this part. Okay? Yeah. Now when I come here, again, this 1/4 inch is matching up with that 1/4 inch. Perfect.
Regular women's liberators, that's what we are.
Equal rights.